my loves, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I'm Raveena Singh, a certified professional organizer in Malaysia. So as some of you know, I was away on holiday with my husband and just got back late Friday night. I was away for 5 days, and what you are seeing now is my house on early Saturday morning. I know I sound rather raspy, but I'm having a bad sore throat, so please bear with me. My mini adults were at home, and they all have stuff of their own going on. So as you can imagine, the house has been in disarray, so I have taken the opportunity to do an extreme kitchen cleanup with you. So we are starting around 7 in the morning here, and the first thing I always do is to collect the dirty laundry from the trip and take it straight to the laundry room. Here I'm just loading the washing machine with mine and my husband's clothes. So I can see that my daughter has done some washing up, but they definitely have dirtied much more than she has been able to wash. And I'm just tidying those away before I get started on washing the rest of the dishes. Ideally, you would want to collect all the used dishes around the house so as to wash everything at one go. Now my lawyer son works long hours, loves cooking, and hates cleaning. And my other son has also been burning midnight oil, cramming for an exam, so you can imagine where this has come from. So what I'm doing here is just using a plastic basket to separate all the breakable glasses and dishes. I'm going to put these aside for now while I wash the pots, pans, cutlery, and some of the plates. Whenever I have a lot of dishes to wash, or after a party for example, I like to set up this foldable table I got from IKEA, which is just really handy to create additional space for wet dishes. I set up a basket which fits my dish drainer perfectly inside. This way nothing slips out, and I can easily carry this basket to the entertainment kitchen when I keep things away. Along with this, I also have a small cutlery holder which we use for the wet cutlery. Okay, so at this point, my daughter woke up and she's going to help me finish the dishes. She finished up on the drinking glasses and the breakables as well. The first load of laundry was done and I went to switch it up. I put the first load of laundry into the dryer and I'm starting a second load now in the washing machine. When you talk about doing a load of laundry, it's not only about washing but also drying, folding, ironing, and returning the clothes to their respective closets. And the light indicator on my dryer said that the water container was almost full. So I got my husband to empty that for me as it is actually pretty heavy. Then I started the dryer and I moved on to clearing the countertops. The first thing I'm doing is to put away anything that's clean, like my food processor. I like that I simply have to put all the pieces and accessories into this basket and replace the basket in the pantry. Then I'm keeping away leftovers such as the rice that one of my mini adults must have made the night before, and I'm just keeping that away in the refrigerator. And if you can see me handing things randomly across the screen, I'm actually handing them to B, who is helping me deal with the dishes. So I'm just cleaning around my spice rack, and since there are a couple of stains on my marble slab, I have to pick it up and wipe it clean. The idea of today is not to remove everything to do a deep cleaning, but it is instead about getting things back in order so that the kitchen can function normally again. This is the product I use for my preliminary cleaning. It is the 409 multi-surface cleaner, which removes stains and dirt very efficiently. Here I'm removing the stove rings and burner caps from my stove to give it a more thorough cleaning. As you can see, it's pretty messy. I wipe everything off with my red rag. I have a few different colors, and red is used for preliminary cleaning of messy and wet areas. Now I'm using Dr. Beckman's Hob Shine and Sparkle to clean the stainless steel stovetop. I just let it sit for a minute and then come back in with my cloth to wipe off the stubborn stains. And then the last step here is to use this Astonish brand stainless steel cleaner with a dry microfiber cloth for a sparkle. Now I'm wiping everything dry and replacing them before I wipe any stains I spotted on the cupboard fronts and on my oven. At this point, the dishes were done and almost dry, so I started with keeping away the food containers. I have this box from the Kallax series from IKEA, which hold all my Rubbermaid Tupperwares for the fridge, and this box fits perfectly into the lower shelf of the cabinet. On the upper shelf, I have my glass containers as well. I also removed a couple of takeout containers, which I will be placing in my recycling bin. Now I'm moving on to the pots and pans, and of course just drying them completely before replacing them in the cabinet. If you want a full tour of my wet kitchen and how I've organized everything, do leave me a comment below. Once I've removed all the dishes, I also removed the microfiber drying mat and put it outside for drying. Now I'm just going to work on the other side of the stove, picking up everything as the counter is wet, and I'm using the same steps as I did on the other side. I'm just wiping everything clean and dry. And now that the sink is empty, it's time to shine it. I start with refilling my dish soap and cleaning out my sponge and bottle brush. If you want to see under my sink organization, you can click on the card above. Now I'm using a red cloth again to wipe everything down, including the countertops, my towel stand, and my little vase of flowers. Next, I'm using the Astonished stainless steel cleaner again to shine my faucet. Now my final step in the kitchen is to remove any lingering scents by switching on my humidifier. This humidifier was sent to me by Banggoods, and it is honestly an extremely good product. It is a 3-liter humidifier, which means it's large enough to fill my entire kitchen and laundry room. I love the sleek look of it and how convenient it is to use. It comes with this remote control, which I can use to switch it on, and it also comes with 4 settings, and since I already live in a humid country, I'm just setting it at number 2. Then I'm putting on the timer for 4 hours, and I just love how many ways you can customize it for your needs. I also love this little screen which tells you what the temperature and humidity levels are. It's also ideal for a bedroom because you can also switch off this screen at night with just a press of a button. I will leave you the link of this product in the description box below. Next, I'm going to do my final load of laundry for the day. It's about 9:30 a.m. now, and I'm pretty famished, but breakfast will have to wait for another hour or so. So again, just taking out the clothes from the dryer to be folded, and there was a bit of lint built up, so I'm just going to remove that. I don't typically use my dryer every day, as I do like hanging my clothes outdoors on a sunny morning, but it's rather gloomy today, and I have done 3 loads, so I'm just going to use my dryer and be completely guilt-free about it. Then in goes the final load into the washing machine. And since this round is for bed sheets and towels, I like using my Mrs. Meyer's fabric softener. Now moving on to my entertainment kitchen, this countertop is just about the worst hotspot in our home. Everything just seems to land here, including anything that my children don't want to put away. I've got my access card, my dog's leash, grocery bags, containers. On my trip, I also picked up some of these preserved fruits that I love so much, and I'm just putting them into containers into my fridge. Next, I'm bringing a basket of clean dishes into the dry kitchen to keep away the remaining cutlery and plates. Then back into the wet kitchen I go. And these are the last few bits and pieces to be put away. So now that I'm done with the dish drainer, I'm removing it as well as the mat and folding and keeping away the table to clear the space. In goes the recycling. If you want to see my entryway organization, you can click on the card above here as well. Again, I'm just following the same steps as I did inside. I'm wiping the countertops and replacing my decor. And over here, it's very convenient to have my clean dishcloths right below under my sink, so I can just replace a clean cloth onto my towel stand. Now here's another product that Banggood was kind enough to send to me for review. This is a Dear Mark vacuum cleaner, and I must say I really like the sleek modern look of this vacuum. It pretty much looks like a Dyson, except that it's not cordless. I admit the cord does get in the way if you're not used to it, but overall I find it to be very easy and light to use, and at the same time, it's a very powerful vacuum with 3 different attachments. I really like this smaller head for cleaning under the baseboards and the edges of the cabinets. It's also bagless, and all I need to do is remove the flask when it's full to clean it, and then I clip it right back on. Overall, I would definitely recommend this product to you as it is very affordable and also versatile. Again, I will link it in the description box below. And my final step, and 2 cups of tea later, is to mop the floors. I use a Swiffer mop by Scotch-Brite, which I love. I wish it came in a more neutral color, but I do love how it works. I just dip the microfiber cloth into my mopping solution and fasten it onto the Swiffer, and I clean. It's much easier than wringing a traditional mop, but if you prefer, a traditional mop or a steam mop would work just as well. And again, my daughter has helped me to finish up here. And this is the final look of my kitchen now, and I am ready for my breakfast. Do give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, as it was something different. And I do look forward to you subscribing to my channel. I also look forward to sharing with you some stuff that doesn't make it to YouTube on Instagram. So follow me on @Raveena@home. Until we meet again, this is Raveena saying happy homemaking.